Hi, welcome to a video about bipolar disorder. This video is actually created by students at the University of Arizona in hopes to spread awareness and bring education to the public about bipolar disorder. So thank you for taking your time, and I hope you enjoy it and learn something. Now, bipolar disorders are mood disorders that consist of manic, hypomanic, and depressive episodes. That's according to the DSM-5. So a manic episode is when someone experiences abnormally elevated or irritable mood, abnormal increase in activity or energy, and may express psychotic features. It disrupts functioning in social and occupational life and lasts at least 1 week for most of the day, nearly every day. So a hypomanic episode is similar. It has the same criteria as a manic episode, except not severe enough to impair social occupational functioning, and there are no psychotic features. For the major depressive episode, 5 or more symptoms must be present for the same 2-week period. Now, 2 symptoms are required. One is they must have depressed mood most of the day, nearly every day, and there must be a loss of interest or a loss of pleasure in all or most activities. So here are some other symptoms that may or may not be present during a major depressive episode. Things like insomnia, weight loss, weight gain, extreme fatigue, suicidal thoughts, and even psychomotor agitation or retardation. There are many misconceptions and stigmas surrounding bipolar disorder. Typically, most people assume that bipolar disorder is someone having mood swings throughout their day, but that's just not the case. Alright, so now we're going to pause for a second. I'm going to remind you guys that I am a real human out here, okay? And to be honest, bipolar disorder personally impacts my life. Bipolar disorder is not meant to be glamorized. It is not meant to be made into a joke just because you had a bad day. Bipolar disorder is lengthy, and it's tough, and it's so real. Please try to understand that. Because there are many misconceptions of bipolar disorder, individuals are frequently misdiagnosed as having only depression. Since people with bipolar disorder often have different cycles of elevated and depressed moods, it can be very hard to identify. There are 2 types of bipolar disorders, bipolar type 1 and bipolar type 2. Now, to be diagnosed with bipolar type 1, a person must experience manic episodes in addition to either hypomanic or major depressive episodes, and this type typically results in hospitalization. When a person has a manic episode, they experience the high amounts of energy, difficulty sleeping, attention deficits, and may engage in risky behaviors, such as having sex or spending a lot of money. They also tend to feel more important than others and put themselves first. Bipolar disorder type 2 consists of having hypomanic and major depressive episodes. Again, the symptoms of hypomania are similar to those of mania, just less severe. People with type 2 are also typically able to function better in their daily lives. Having bipolar disorder tends to affect one's interpersonal relationships in a negative way due to the toll the oscillation of emotions and behaviors has on the relationship. People with bipolar disorder are less likely to be in a stable romantic relationship and are less likely to feel sexually compatible with their partner. In a marriage, if someone with bipolar disorder exhibits positive symptoms, their partner tends to perceive their partner and their marriage in a more positive way. Positive symptoms meaning they are experiencing an additional presence of behaviors like hallucinations, delusions, or an overtly elated mood. In a marriage, if someone with bipolar disorder exhibits negative symptoms, the partner will view their partner and the marriage in a more negative way. Negative symptoms meaning the person is lacking normal functions like having energy or the ability to have fun. Due to cognitive and emotional impairments, maintaining a job can be difficult for those with bipolar. People with bipolar tend to engage in risky activities that have high potential for unpleasant consequences and are 15 times more at risk for suicide than the general population. Maintaining healthy relationships with those with bipolar disorder can be difficult because they tend to exhibit manipulative behavior towards others and exploit their vulnerabilities. They also tend to test others' limits and project unwarranted responsibilities. But people with bipolar disorder can still lead fulfilling lives. Most research suggests that a combination of medication and psychotherapy provides the best outcome for treatment, and types of medication could include antidepressants, antipsychotics, and/or mood stabilizers. There are many types of therapy used to treat bipolar disorder. The ones that we list here, we will provide links to in the description. We have family-focused therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and interpersonal and social rhythm therapy. Here we have some resources and referrals. Just wanted to provide for you guys in case you want to, educate yourself on mental disorders or need some support. You got the NAMI, GBSA, and as always, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Lastly, I just wanted to say thank you guys for taking your time to watch the video. It is near and dear to my heart, and we hope that you learned something. For every dark night, there is a brighter day, okay?